Okay, let's talk about it. A whole crap ton of stuff happened on 11/7, and so I pulled up all of the current events. And remember, 11/7 is not something that I channeled. It's from another intuitive who I trust channeled, who is very good with dates. And then when that was channeled, I picked up on a lot of energy around it, so I fully back that 11/7. So here's all of the big events that can be considered a collapse in a system. The channel was collapse of a system, nothing else. Here's all the collapse in systems that happened yesterday on November the 7th. Northern Gaza was seized by the Israelis. Northern Gaza just completely taken. So that system is starting to collapse. Russia invaded Ukraine. 4 people were unalived and 33 more injured. So that's a shift. That's a collapse in a system. In the Sudan, a little village was raided by militants and 73 people were unalived during that raid. That is, my goodness. And also Cuba yesterday experienced a nationwide blackout as Hurricane Rafael made landfall. That's a big collapse of a system, right, of their energy grid. Israel police forcibly entered a French-administered Church of Elona compound in Jerusalem and detained 2 French consulate employees. So the agreements that we had to peacefully coexist, those systems are starting to collapse. And then Germany, their whole government collapsed yesterday, you guys. Their whole government collapsed. So that's obviously a big collapse in system. And then a couple more things here locally in the United States. I got this from NPR. Racist text messages target young African Americans post-election. Black college and high school students report receiving racist texts about being, quote, selected to pick cotton at the nearest plantation. That is a text that even somebody in my own spiritual community was affected by. Federal, state, and local authorities are investigating, but that's a collapse in system, right? What system was infiltrated to allow those text messages to go out specifically to African American people in this country? That is a major disgusting collapse in a system that was even able to happen. And then the last thing is our friend MTG, Marjorie Taylor Greene, that congresswoman from Georgia who's just speaks real loud, she is now throwing a little bit of a hissy fit, saying that the quote unquote brand new people that are MAGA supporters, like RFK, just one example, they don't deserve to be in Trump's next cabinet, throwing a big giant fit saying they don't deserve it, I deserve it, I've been around longer. So even within that Trump community, there is starting to be some system collapse. They are not working together. So anyway, let me know your thoughts. That's a lot of the system collapses from yesterday, and I do believe that many of these things will be a domino effect for more and more collapse. And the other date that was channeled was 11/15, where there's going to be the veil of deceit is lifted around the new moon of November 15th. I believe if the energy feels like kind of the night before into that following night after, right? So it feels like the night of the 14th, stuff will start to stir. But again, this is precog, right? So things can shift a little bit, but of the snapshot, energetic snapshot as it is right now, the night of 11/14, stuff is starting to stir and chitter chatter is going on. Then on the 15th, the veil is lifted into the 16th. That is an astrological chart. So if you're an astrology babe, feel free to pop whatever you've got for that or against that here in the comments. And then also I kept hearing that date over and over and over again, 11/15, when I was asking, hey, when is this going to start to feel a little bit better in our external world, our external environment? 11/15. And then that person that I trust who channeled the 11/7 date also channeled 11/15 before I shared that I also had 11/15, and they said that 11/15 is the full moon breaking of ties. So that would be when the veil of deceit is lifted. There's a breaking of ties for people so the deceit can come to light. Remember, this is part of our tower moment. This is worldwide. This is not just the United States. Worldwide tower moment. It's gonna look a little messy, right? But remember, are you going to choose to participate in the crazy play that's happening, or are you just going to sit back and watch the show, right? If you involve your energy in it, into the fear, and you get involved in all of that fear and chaos, then you're part of that tower moment that's crumbling. And if that's what you need, then great, babe, I love that for you, okay? But if you choose to sit back and watch it and not give in to the fear, then you will not have a bad experience while this crumbles. It'll be more like, oh, that's fascinating. Oh my gosh, that finally has collapsed. That's fantastic, right? Even though it looks chaotic. So let me know what you think in the comments.